Hello and welcome to my low effort Elden Ring videos. Gonna be going through how to do all the important stuff like getting your Estus flasks upgraded and finding the smithing stone veil bearings. We're also gonna get to EG where you can get to +4 somber weapons. And I mean, I'm gonna assume most of the people at this point understand the basics of the game, so burn through NPC dialogue. I'm not gonna be picking up everything. Hauling ass, trying to keep this under an hour. Gotta smack them on the rear, get them goats moving. They're gnarly little fuckers. Anyways, first stop, Church of Ella. Run in, reach out, touch grace. Beautiful. The whole game, not just the grace, just beautiful. Love this game. Continue on. Wrap around the gate front. I missed. That's fine. He was mad anyway. You want to make sure that you try to irritate the occupants of the lands between as much as you can. So if you're riding by on your horse, you want to give them a good smacking. They deserve it. Trust me. I'm not sure why they're so angry. I think it has something to do with like they can't die since the shattering. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the truth. I know everybody's awful, decayed, decrepit, pretty damn ugly. Like everybody except for her.
I can play turning
Number one waifu. Care what anybody says about Ranny.
I bequeath.
She's gonna queef you a ring. Grab it. It's a ring whistle. Pretty sure it's a ring, not just a whistle. Teleport back to Church of Ella immediately. And waifu number 2. Get your summon thing. If you want it, need it. I would get it, anyway, just in case.
Tis a bell of calling forth spirits.
Tis a bell of calling forth spirits. You weren't sure what it did. Teleport back to gate front. You can go ahead and make it daytime. I'll do it eventually. Wrap around. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna grab our whetstone and the storm stomp Ashore. I think it's storm stomp. Pretty sure. Excellent message placement. Yeah, storm stomp. There you go. Use your queef ring. And we're gonna head up through here and grab our first seed. There's a troll that's gonna drop down. Seed number 1. Jump up here. Reach out, touch grace. We don't touch grass around here. No siree. We touch grace. Stone sword key up here. If it takes you a couple tries, it's okay. It happens to the best of us. It's fine. Run through Roderika's dialogues. It's scary. That's okay. This is a weird bit of storyline. I need to go like search through Batty's videos and see if he covered that. Apparently, like the Scion, it's like a cultural thing. People want to go ahead and make it morning. People want to like to go up to Stormveil and get transmuted or graft, what have you. So we're gonna be headed to the east. We're gonna wrap around. We're gonna go through the Third Church of America. We will have 10 potions, 10 flasks at upgrade level 8 before we set foot on Altus. There are some storylines. You know what? I don't need that. I don't think it's important anyway. There are some storylines that will change. I don't know if you actually miss anything. I know that at where Radagon is right now, it's the two-part boss. It's the Crucible and the misbegotten scaly lizard chimera thing. But once you go up to Altus, or I believe you clear the manor and talk to Ronnie, I believe, either of those things will, sorry, my screen was frozen, will make you, trigger the Radagon fight, the Radagon festival. Alexander is up there. You can knock him out, you know, if you want to. Don't worry about that guy. I think he couldn't find a long enough cigarette butt in the public ashtray, so he's frustrated right now. But I have no tobacco to give him, so we're just gonna ride past. There we go. Reach out, touch grace. Mariner. Really easy fight. Like I said, not going into a lot of detail. Gonna assume anybody at this point, for the most part, is watching this. This is just for people, mostly I would suppose for like PvP players that are trying to like speed run getting a character made. I know I do it. I don't use cheat engine. Too nervous about it. It's just like too many things that can go wrong. And I know all my favorite YouTubers do it, so maybe I should. I don't know. Jump down. Sacred Blade is right here. Go ahead and grab that. Ugh, my sword is so short. Run in. Grab the grace. Grab the sacred tear. And grab the physic. There's the sacred tear. There's the physic. Kill the buggy. Now, I don't grab the physic. No sir, I forget. I'll have to return later and do it. But it's okay. Yeah, just follow the path. My ADHD kicks in and I'm like, and I sort of veer off this way. Ignore that. And continue on the path. Siofra well, we're not going in there right now, but you hear the door opening. Wanted to ride close to it, get the door open. Jump up here, grab these tiers, because why not? They're literally right on our way. There's a grace there. I'm not gonna grab it because I don't need it. Not coming back to this place, and there's no need for it for me. Grab our second golden seed, and we're gonna proceed in the building for our first suicide. Yes, this is a suicide mission. Doesn't have to be, but it's gonna be for me. Of course, you're welcome. Run this however you want. It's your playthrough. So bump that guy, give him a little boop, and then up the ladder. Big boy is gonna chase you. That's okay. We're gonna grab this dectus piece, which we will need to use the lift, and then just bail. Once you're sufficiently flattened, you will reload at the Church of America. And I am actually going to run back to the well, go down and grab the grace. That's going to be at the bottom because we do need the golden seed that is down there. But don't worry about it, we'll be able to do that. Like literally, I think the ride down the elevator shafts was probably like the longest bit. We're not going to do this right now in this run. We're going to teleport back later because I want to try to knock out the majority of the sprinting around and unlocking just to make this a little more entertaining. It is a super long elevator ride. I should probably speed this up. So if you just sped up when you watch this, you're welcome. And if not, I might not speed it up just so, you know, anybody that does follow along with this, it keeps us together. So reach out, touch grace, and we're gonna teleport back to the Third Church of America. Also, you can obviously grab that map piece if you want to. And over here, in the mouth of the river, we are going to take this teleporter. And it's going to yeet us to somewhere we are certainly not supposed to be right now. Everything here will kick your face in. Don't worry, they're going to save that ass for something else. So, no fighting. Play nice, unless you're just like, you know, a beast. Then, yeah, then you're probably not needing this guide. You're that good. That is not a statue. That's a big fuck you up blender machine. These guys are dicks. They'll one-shot you. Grab our third golden seed. So that puts us at 3 golden seeds and 1 sacred tear so far. Right under the dragon. Just keep running. That tower in the distance, you can go up the mountain to the left. You can go over there, that's Lynn's ride. it's a really good early rune farm. But like realistically, I wouldn't do it if I needed runes and I'm not duplicating or something like that. I would just when we go up here behind this Erd tree, there's the big dragon grail. You can just kill that. It's like 70k runes. There's also a glitch. I've never pulled it off, but where you can like infinitely farm this big dragon up here. I've never done it. It is possible though. Go ahead and grab this just so I quit seeing the shiny. And so around here, we have a spirit spring that we can jump up, and this is the location of our next suicide mission. This one, unlike the last one, almost certainly a suicide mission. You might even die a couple times just trying to make it up here. But it's not that bad, you know, just make sure you sprint. Make sure you continue to hold sprint when you hit the ladder. If you do get poisoned, it's not a big deal. Just take a drink of your Estus and you'll be fine. So we are gonna grab the treasure chest at the top of the ladder, and then radagon soreseal as well. It is a legendary talisman. If you don't need it, you know, you don't gotta do this part. It gives you +5 to all of your melee stats at, I believe, 30% decrement of damage taken. Don't quote me on that. It make your owie hurt more. That much I'm certain of. And rat chow. No chill. No chill, but like, look at those festering, oozing sores all over it. The thing is pissed. I think that's because of the shattering. I think. Like, shit can't die now. Because the cycle of life and death are all fucked up. It's a view of the map, just kind of see, you know, what all we've done so far. And we're gonna mount up. That is the big dragon. You can go and beat its butt. Like literally, right up where tail attaches to the body, the buttocks area. You can beat that up if you want to. You know, beat that up, beat that butt up, beat it. Anyway, get some free runes if you want to. If you want to do that, you just pause me. I'll wait. Not a big deal. Go over here, Church of Plague, and our second sacred tier. You're gonna get a debuff. There it is, popping up on me. Don't remember what it does. Nothing good though. You can sit at the grace to reset that if you want. Now, I'm gonna go out the front door. You're gonna want to go to the left there, and you're gonna see why. Yep, I forgot these douchebags were out here. I'm like, no! I'm not fast enough, and I die. So, you know, no harm, no foul, no biggie. Cycle of life and death, I'm fine. I'm just gonna be right back. Look at that. Heavy breathing. And we're off again. This time through the right exit. Well, technically the left exit, but also the correct one. Loop around. See the bat by the rock. Good little spot. You can slide down the hill here and go to Gallery Shack. If you slide and you slide past the point that would kill you from a direct drop, you will still die in this game. So, I'm gonna go around to the Grace over here, just so we have it. We're gonna be aggroed when we come out of this, and this will be a good spot to sit down at the Grace and go to the round table. So touch the Grace, ride your pony, and then we're gonna go grab this, our fourth. Yes, our fourth golden seed. And bail out. Can't use the map because I'm aggroed. Reach out, touch Grace. And now we're gonna go to the round table.
Forgive me to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas I'm in. There is, but I can take gathering plate. Very well. Let my hand.
Teleport back, and we're gonna run to where it shows the map piece. Right about there. You are gonna want to go kind of go to the left here. There's an invasion, and I don't want to fight it. Touch the Grace. Want to watch out for the clean rot knights. They can probably one-shot you. We're about to find out. I mean, they can probably still one-shot you. Not too bad at all. Not too shabby. I'm gonna be, mostly ignoring the shinies. Reach out, touch Grace. And you're gonna want to ride to the right here, because that bird up on the top of the hill there, major dickhead, and he will spot you. He's got, bird-like eyesight. Whatnot. Map piece, run kind of close to your marker and it'll erase it. And now we have our fifth golden seed, I believe. Golden seed number 5 right there. Alright, and these cute little puppy dogs are gonna go and play with the soldiers. We are free to just ride through and go ahead, grab this Grace, sit down at it to reset aggro. And then it's time to fly, you fool. Just like Grandolph said, we're gonna fly, and we are done with Kaled. Done with Upper Limgrave. Now we're gonna head south to the Weeping Peninsula, which will be fairly quick area, not a lot to do there. We got 3 sacred tears and 1 golden seed that we're gonna gather from there. sure you don't try to like jump over right there. That is a big hole. Unless you're a ganker, you're probably not gonna fall into it. I have not seen really anybody fall into it except for gankers. Bless their little hearts. You know, not the most clever bunch, but they're lots of fun. I love them. I know they get a lot of static in the community, but I will be the one that defends ganking. I don't mind it. I don't like it when you fuckers teabag me. Like, oh man, you blendered me with 3 people after chasing me 30 minutes, and you know, I understand you're happy, but I would have bowed to you if I would have won that 3v1, potentially like fighting of an entire blue army or whatever I've dealt with. Up until that point, I would have still bowed to you. But, you know, shit pot me, teabag me, point down, snap your finger. It's all good. It's all good for me. I assume they're having fun. So, stone sword key right here. And then grace on our right. Reach out and touch grace. Reach out, touch grace. And then ride your pony. Or your steed, I guess. He's not an ox, he's not a pony. He's a steed. As far as I know, that's it. We're gonna jump out here, grab Morningstar, for when we get to the smithing bell bearing 1, which I'm not gonna fight in this guide, but we are gonna grab the location. If you want to fight it and get that smithing stone, it'll get you to smithing upgrade level 6, maybe 8. I'm pretty sure it's 6. Yeah, I'm like 90% sure. Like I said, I'm not gonna fight it in this little run here. Trying to keep the time down as long as I can. So come up here where this ruin is and jump down. Grab our 6th golden seed. Come over, grab our map piece. And we're gonna wrap around. Still aggroed by the golem, so I can't show you the map. Pretty simple little run though. And you know, this point in time, you've probably played this map before, so I'm sure you're familiar with it. Wrap around. Out of my way. This is our 3rd sacred tier? Pretty sure. The grace over here, you don't have to grab it. I get invasions here kind of frequently, so I want to grab it. If I do, you know, low level invasions. So we come down, over here is where the golden seed is, right there, and we wrap back around. So you can just ride the horse off of that if you want. I jumped off just to be a little safe. Little critter over here sleeping. Go ahead and slap his ass. Or not. Either way, show no mercy. Like Captain Insano. You know what I'm saying? These fuckers right there, you can smack them, ignore them. Up to you, I suppose. They're not that bad. Up here for our 4th sacred tier. Sacred tier. Reach out and touch grace. This first ruin right here is where the angel wing scythe. I don't remember the name. This is the one where the Ash of War prevents opponents from using heals. Probably not great for anything really other than PvP, but I mean you could use it on NPC invaders and like the mimic tier probably. Like anything that's gonna heal, I suppose. Use it like Gideon, you could use it on Gideon, I think he heals. Anyway, wrap around. Get this next sacred tier. Reach out and touch grace. And we're gonna ride over to the isolated merchant shack. I don't have any runes, but for a mere 1,800 runes, you can purchase the lantern. Is it bad? As well, we will be passing at least one other merchant near a grace that has the lantern. So, you'll have plenty of choices. This is my favorite spot to duel with my friends though. So, I always get this place right here. There's the lantern.
Have a safe journey.
Some arteria leaf as well, which is used to craft a buff item. Very good buff item. We're gonna teleport underground. Go to the Siofra River. And we're gonna start progressing this. And I believe this is our 6th and final, almost final, golden seed that we're gonna grab here. Are not working. Ride around like this for a little while. Whoop, I got crabs. The X would be really happy to hear that. This is the map piece for down here. I'm gonna pretty much be aggroed this entire time, so I'm not gonna be able to show you guys the map. If you proceed in this general direction, following the cliff edge over here, and then moving into the northeast. Follow this pillar. to shoot right past that guy. Terrible shot. And use this teleporter to get us deeper in, get us right next to where we need to be. You can also grab the dragon halberd up here while you're up here, and America's Scar Seal, the smaller variant, is also over to the left there if you don't drop down. However, I don't need that right now, so I'm just going for the second to last golden seed in Limgrave. Once we get past Stormveil Castle, Roderika will not be there anymore, and we can get the golden seed from her. Oh, you know what? Actually, there's Kenneth Height as well. So I checked to see she is still here. I get confused. Begin to question my sense of reality before I say, you know what? I don't know what triggers her leaving. Very strange. And then I accept it and start proceeding forward. So that leaves 2 golden seeds that we can collect from the upper Limgrave area. First, we're going to go ahead and unlock the lake facing cliff side of Grace. And that's by far the longest, portion of this. Take us a little time running across the lake, but it's not going to be too bad. Nothing from this point is very complex. Not that it has been, but yeah, we're pretty much almost done. This is the big part, the big spender. I don't think that analogy works. I'm not a narrator. I'm not very good at this. I'm doing this because, first of all, I don't think that there is a guide quite like this for just running through all of this, and it'd be a lot easier to make this video so that my friends can watch this instead of sharing their screen in Discord and me having to narrate it exactly like I'm doing in real life anyway. So we're gonna go do a murder. This is not a fight. As I said, no fights in this guide. Make sure you have kick ready. We're gonna literally murder somebody. If you want to do his quest line, you can talk to him. The Fort Height is his area. I don't even know if you get the seed from doing this. His storyline, I don't think affects anything. I think it's just like a little side quest. So I'm gonna murder him. I can't, in good faith, tell you to murder somebody though. So we're gonna kick him off, Humpty Dumpty his ass, and then we're gonna go down. Sometimes he lands in a bush and you can't see it. There we go. Run over here, grab a Grace. This is also not a terrible spot to try to farm the Noble Slender Sword, as well as I believe the rapier can drop here as well, with the thrusting weapon. Roderika should have moved by now. I don't know. if she did or not. But, she should have. That marker was completely intentional, and I did not have an ADHD moment where I had to backtrack. ADHD wizard. Bit of a hustler. You can go throw some dough his way if you want to. I'm not myself interested in storyline with this character at all, except, you know, I'll probably do blackguard. Maybe not. I don't really use a lot of crab in invasions, but it is handy stuff. Almost decide to not get this grace, but changed my mind. So this merchant also has a lantern, I believe. But when I do Nocron, I'm gonna grab the Ghost Flame torch anyway, so it's fine. Lure these dickheads away. And then we work our way towards the grace that is up here. I really hope that my mic audio sounds okay and I don't sound weird. I mean, I'm gonna still use it anyway. Maybe it like gives me character or something. But I do hope that it sounds well. Sounds good. Sounds good and well. Map piece. I've been trying to say that this entire time. It finally got me. I'm gonna blame that on half a pot of coffee and 2 hours of sleep. That's the kind of shit Elden Ring does to you, man. Make you age faster. Yeah, get off your horse to pick this one up. If you don't, then you have to start the entire guide over again. That's the rules. Just double checking, making sure I'm not missing anything before I start proceeding forward. Grab the grace over here. gonna grab the grace over here. Reach out and touch grace. And then head to this gazebo where we will teleport, grab another map piece, 2 graces, and an NPC that will give you infinite somber stones 1 and 2, as well as 3 of the somber stone 3 and 4. Alright, regulator mount up, and we're off again. Proceed through here to the obviously fake wall. Destroy it. De-aggro.
Well, I presume. Oh, I am an old.
Just
crow,
show you what
perhaps.
EG has. Look at there. You can also get, I think it's the filigree talisman from him. If you do glides, quest starter stuff. I don't even know if I'd really call it like glides quest per se, but there are like some interactions you can do with them. Stay over here until you get to the sword grave, and then swap sides. They are terrible aim. Go in. So we will be able to sneak most of the way through this. Up here, there is a scarab that has carry and piercer, which I do need for this character, so I'm going to take a couple whacks at it. Maybe I'm not. Okay, yeah, I do. It's going to get away. And I say, well, fuck that. I'm not stepping on those fingers because they creep me out. So I go around, now we are home free. I think where I came through right there, I think to the right there's actually like a cookbook. There's something over there that I neglected to grab, but this is not a cookbook guide, so. I roll right there because I could hear that fingers shooting the stun at me, and I got afraid like a little pussy bitch that I am, and for nothing. Just my eldenring schizophrenia. Bunch of big blue buttholes gonna try and hold you up. Just keep rolling. You are in their hood. Best not to start no trouble, blood. They pull out that gat, but they're running them high points, so they get one shot, and they have to tap and rack. Get rid of their little stovepipe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying if you know what I'm saying. Reach out, touch grace. And then we've got a seed here. If the wolf sees you like it did me, then this is a suicide mission. If you manage to sneak by it, you can just teleport. I mean, I guess you could kill it too. Like, they're not particularly tough, really. But I'm wasting no time. Teleport back to the grace beside the gazebo, and we're gonna go to the location of Smithing Stone Bell Bearings 1. We're gonna unlock that location, and then proceed up to our next 2 sacred deers. Run past these horseless head guys. And the location of Smithing Bell Bearing 1, which will allow you to get infinite smithing stones 1 and 2. Allowing you to get smithing weapons up to, I believe, +6. Boss is really easy. It's a Crystallian. If you picked up the Morning Star, you can go ahead and run through that. Couple jumping attacks, and then the first time it staggers, like, boss is a joke. It is not at all difficult. Not gonna do it, but this is the location of that smithing stone. Bell bearing. Smithing stone bell bearing. We're gonna proceed around over here, and there is a spirit spring. We're gonna jump up. Is it a bird? It's a plane? Is it a horse? I actually have no fucking idea. Reach out, touch grace, ride your pony. Keep proceeding. If it's night, there's gonna be a Dark Knight Cavalry that chills right here. I don't know if it's night. Doesn't look like it. And we're gonna go to this church. Get our 7th sacred tier. Grab that root resin. So, sacred tier. Touch grace. Mount up. And we're gonna head east. And start proceeding up the hill. Up the hill, indeed. Proceeding, there's gonna be some rats, and then the Eye of Siron is gonna try and shake you down for your jewelry. You want to try to stay out of sight. You take damage Uh, anytime that thing can see you, so you want to make sure you watch your health bar. Don't be scared to wait. Like, you can hear the audio for it. It runs like 5 seconds and it cuts off for like 2-3 seconds. Once you get into the city, I don't think it'll burn you anymore. So I do fall back right here for a cookbook that I realized I missed, and I'm like, you know, why not? I'm right here, I'm thinking about it. Don't remember what it allows you to make, but there it is. I know the Eye of Sauron's off, so I'm gonna try to make it up here before demount, start running. Vike is going to invade you right here. You're gonna be really underleveled for this fight, so probably no point in fighting him. He does have a lot of backstabbable attacks and can be parried, so he's really not that, he's not a bad fight at all. It's easier to just grab what you came for, sit down at the grace, de-aggro. And he is here already, so go ahead, smite me, almighty smiter. I'll be back for you. Actually, I will not be back for Vike on this account, because I don't need to. So, our 8th sacred tier right there. Travel back to Bellum. So my recording actually cut off. I had to redo this run. So, this seed will not be here, and the seed that I'm going to go get from Roderika will not be there either. But they will be there for you guys. For sure. Smack this knight. Yeah, I freaked him out a little. I mean, they deserve it. Like, all these NPCs can get it. Because as far as I know, I didn't do shit to these guys. And they're all after me, causing me trouble, holding me up. So, golden seed right there. Run up here. De-aggro. And we're going to teleport to Stormveil Shack. Get that final golden seed. At this point, you will have 10 flasks at +8 if you haven't missed anything. So if you want to check before proceeding, go ahead, upgrade your flask. That's where the last seed is. So 10 flasks at +8. And we're going to go back to Bellum. And on to Altus and the end of this run. And we'll clear Altus in no time. Literally takes like 10 minutes. Ho ho ho. I will probably put timestamps in the video just because I know how convenient that is for people to have. I also have, you know, quite a few invasions on another channel that I have. If anybody made it this far and wants to check out some of my cosplay PvP, which I may start doing on this channel, but I have some videos on my abandoned YouTube channel, Cow's Poop Magic. Heavily shadow banned account. I've quit using it because I can't communicate. I can leave a comment, but I can't respond to any comments on my original comment. It does not show people when I comment on their videos or anything like that, so I completely abandoned the channel. Reach out, touch grace. We're gonna run around. We're gonna go over to the Erd Tree Gazing Hill. Grab that grace. We will not be going into Mount Gelmir. There's no point. There is one golden seed. Damn, brain fart. But there are no sacred tears up there, and at the point we're about to be, it will take you 5 golden seeds to upgrade your flask, so you're not going to be able to get it. There's no way to get those without having to fight, having to do something. Grab the seed. Grab the grace. And we're going to proceed off yonder direction. If this video does well, you know, I might start doing some more invading videos, cosplay invasion, combo invasions, stuff like that. Maybe some PvE content, maybe some Marvel Rivals content as well. Although my main has gotten really popular because of recent buffs to the Human Torch. Very unfortunate. I wish they wouldn't have buffed him because now I get banned. And I never had a problem playing him before. Nobody else wanted to touch him. And certainly nobody was going to ban him. But no longer the case. So, you know, let me know in the comments if anybody does watch this, if that'd be something you guys are interested in. So, get the map piece, then we're gonna proceed up the road, get a bunch of seeds. We have 2 more sacred tears. By the end of this, we're gonna have 12 flasks at upgrade level 10. Leaving only 2 flask upgrades and 2 sacred tier upgrades. The maximum is 14 flask at an upgrade level of 12. We will be at 10 flask, or 12 flask rather, at an upgrade level of 10. I think Golden Parry is around here. But at our weapon level, I really don't think we'd be able to kill it before the scarab disappeared anyway. 2 big golden douchebags. I might actually need to kill them for this build. I don't remember what stats that shield requires. Probably a lot of strength, because it's a great shield. Touch grace, get golden seeds, grab the map piece, we're gonna go and grab the location for smithing stone bell bearing number 2, which will allow you to upgrade your smithing weapons to plus 12. Which is very good. The invisible scarab that's here, I believe this is Prayerful Strike, which is a holy affinity ash of war that will also recover HP. So it's really good to pair with things like the Icon Shield and Bestial Vitality if you're going for a region build. Very nice for that. Although, not gonna promise that it is. I could grab the bell bearing. You just go through right here, go off to the right, it's in a treasure chest. You don't have to fight anything at all to get it. Super simple. But not doing it. That's not the purpose of this guide. I'm just showing these 2 locations because it's really convenient to just show you guys this. How am I gonna do this? I put a marker right here. There's a golden seed right about there. Proceed up. There will be a golem thing that flies down. He's not going to be any trouble for us though, because we got a fast horse. So fast. Run up here, 2 more golden seeds. Very cool. I see the little Margit.
I see the smoldering.
That wretched flame of ambition. You're gonna want to be careful grabbing this. It may very well be a suicide mission for you. If that's the case, you can just go left right here and you can avoid having to do anything with these guys after you grab this seed. I would definitely grab it. You can alternatively go get the one at Mount Gelmir. I wouldn't. I'm pretty sure those trebuchet will one-shot you though. So we're gonna loop around. There is a larval tier in here. If you go punch that zombie over here, he transforms into something else. Don't remember what it is, but we'll give you a larval tier for that. Up here is a grace, and then we're gonna go around a secret way that nobody knows about. You can use this to, I think you can use this jump as well to get to the Amber Starlight Shard. If you do Celibus's quest. Interesting little quest line. I'm pretty sure you can actually get the Reign of Stars or whatever ending and still fulfill that entire quest line, which is, you know, interesting. So around here, Spirit Spring, jump up, head towards this church. We're gonna go in through the side so we don't aggro any enemies. Dragon Bolt Blessing is over there in that left corner. And a treasure chest. Pretty cool little spell. I'm a fan. Teleport back here, and we will get our final 10th Sacred Tier. And don't know how many golden seeds that's been. I have to count them before I do the final rendering and stuff, but it's been quite a few. And what? We're just over an hour. Maybe could have been a little faster. But still, plus 12 at upgrade, or 12 flask at upgrade level 10. Jeez Louise. I just got up like 20 minutes ago. I'm still stretching and drinking coffee, so my brain is not 100% perfect right now. Or at the totality of its very limited ability. So, grab this Sacred Tier. There's a big fuck you bubble popping up. And then we're gonna head down over by Mirage Rise. And then we're gonna go get our final golden seed that will result in a flask upgrade that does not require any fighting. So we have done no combat up until this point. No combat necessary at all. Maybe a few key items that I glazed over without realizing it. That's fine. So that will put us at somber weapon level 4, smithing weapon level 12, 12 flask at upgrade level 10. So you can go up there and get the Windmill Village Grace. I'm just gonna teleport over here. Finish up the upgrades. Show you guys the result. And there we have it, folks. Got 10 of them, or 12 of them at upgrade level 10. You're fucking welcome. I love you too. Goodbye. 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 Hang up the call! Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.